I don't know. This is kind of different. This is a little different. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Penny, and what I like to do is I like to review random beauty ads that you see on Facebook and Instagram. We see these ads all the time and we don't know if that product is any good. So ask yourself, is it any good? Does it work? Is it something that I really want to buy? Well, welcome to my channel because I'm gonna find out. So if you like to find out things like that, go ahead and subscribe below. So today we are reviewing the Thyme flat iron. I keep seeing this advertisement. I've only seen one curly girl use it once. And she didn't straighten her hair, she curled it. So I really want to know if this is gonna be a good replacement for me. This is my natural hair. This is my morning.
Yes, and what a lovely morning.
What I do like to use as far as products go, Not Your Mother's Girl Talk leave-in conditioner. Okay, this also doubles as a heat protector. This will help your curls kind of bounce. However, I'm straightening my hair. Here's a little hint for those of you who don't know what to do with curls and don't know what to do with your hair and kind of have little heart attacks. Buy the product for your hair type. Don't buy a product for the hair type that you want. Okay? Keep that in mind. I'll do a review on these products another time. Today we're here to talk about this thing. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, the shape is what got me going, okay? Take a good look. You see how this is shaped? Look how it closes on an angle. It's like scissors. Like it's weird. And it has this little lip here, okay? Now, when I straighten my hair, I usually curl the flat iron and pull it down anyways. So having that little lip might be good for me. I'm gonna spray my entire head with this, section off my hair, and we're gonna see in just a minute how this flat iron works with curly hair. Will it straighten my hair? We're gonna find out. So I have my hair sectioned off. I sectioned it off into 4 pieces. I'm gonna straighten this side a few pieces live with you so you can see. We're gonna fast forward through a lot and then I'll straighten the rest with this flat iron. Now we're gonna see if this is actually gonna work with these C3? I don't know. We're gonna actually see if this works with my curls. Okay, so let's go over the flat iron. Now, this thing gets hot. If you look here on this side, you see all the lights. So you can change those. Where is that? So confusing. Okay, so you can change those lights like this. So this is the lowest heat and it goes up. It doesn't tell you exactly how hot it is, but it goes from like 300 to 400. Okay, so let me tell you what I usually use. I usually use a different flat iron. It's a ceramic flat iron and I've had it since forever. It's broken here, it's beat up, but this thing goes up to 500 degrees. 500 degrees.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
You know when you're at the mall and you're shopping and then there's that really hot Arabic guy that's like in the middle of the mall and he's like, oh, come here, I want to straighten your hair. And you're like, okay. Yeah, that was me and I bought it. So when I saw this one advertised, I was like, I wonder if it actually works on curls. Everybody I saw that was using it had straight hair and was curling it. So let's see if the curls will be straightened by this. So let's dive in. When you're straightening your hair, don't start off with a large amount. Like this is perfect. Brush it through because you got curls and that's what you should do. Now, this is what I do. I hold my brush. This is why my brush is so beat up. And we're gonna find out if this works. I have it at 400, guys. Okay, that's one pass. I'm gonna stand here for a second to let you guys see what one pass actually looks like. Okay, now for me, it is straight, but it's a little kinky. So I'm gonna go through it again. Okay. Second pass, much better. Let's do a few more strands. And don't judge me on my grays, guys. I'm not that young. Okay, comb it through. That was one. One more time. Because to me, this is still a little frizzy. It doesn't have that straight hair. Like, I like when I straighten my hair that it's straight. Like Asian hair, like hard to curl hair. One more pass. Okay, here's the trick. I figured it out. Okay, now this is much better. It took me 4 passes to really get where I wanted it to be. Now they say that you should have your thumb on the side with the light. Now that's not true if you want your hair straight.
You liar!
It's called a hustle, sweetheart.
You should turn it the other way, because when I was using it with the thumb that way, the bottom was curling under, and I don't want any of it to be curled under. And that's my technique. I use the brush and I use the flat iron. If you don't use the brush, you're gonna be like ironing wrinkles. You know what I mean? Like, you know how when you're ironing clothes and there's a bump, if you don't pull on it to straighten it out, you get a wrinkle. So why would you do that to your hair? You're ironing your hair. Let's be real. I mean, times have changed from back in the day of ironing hair, but you are ironing your hair. So make sure it's straight before you put that through. Okay, so when I use this one, what I used to do is go one direction and I would turn it and go the other direction. One thing I'm noticing is I don't have to do that with this flat iron. That's a good thing. So we're gonna keep going. I'm gonna do this whole side. Okay guys, so I know you're gonna see a lot of steam. I just want you to know that it's just steam. I sprayed a heat protector on my hair. I am not burning my hair. It looks that way, but it's really not. My hair is very, very healthy. So really, it's just steam from the heat protector. That's not bad, guys. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. This is kind of different. This is a little different. I'm not going to do this whole thing live. I just want you guys to see this because I'm impressed. I am impressed. It is very healthy still feeling, even though it's at 400 degrees. I'm going to do the rest of this section off camera, so I'll be right back. All right, guys, so I just did this first quarter of my hair right here. This is the results. This is how my hair turned out. This part only took me about maybe 15 minutes, which is about right because it takes me an hour to do my hair anyways. So I want to show you what these commercials are showing you on Facebook, because this talks about curling your hair and having a good curl. And here's one thing that people don't realize. We'll take this whole section here. When you're curling your hair and you want it to have a nice spiral curl, it depends on how you hold the thing. I'm gonna turn it this way so that way when I turn it, it's gonna curl. This is the way they tell you to put your thumb on the lighted side. So I'm gonna go in and curl it the way they say and see if this comes out as a curl, and it does. I noticed this in the videos too. Like, they were doing this to give it the curl that they wanted. Like, they kept making it more spiral. You don't need to do that. That's just being extra. If it didn't curl right, grab the piece again and go over it a second time. It's really not that bad to do. I'm gonna go through and do the rest of my hair. All right, guys, I'm back and here's the results. Ultimately, it took me about, I would say about almost an hour, which is normal. 45 minutes to an hour to straighten my hair. I think the results are great. So there's pluses and negatives about this, and we're gonna go through each one. We're gonna talk about the design, because that's the biggest part of it. As you can see, I don't know if you can see, but if you look closely, you can tell that it pulled at my hair some. And I noticed in a lot of the reviews, that was the thing, is that it was pulling at the hair. So I wanted to compare two things. Hopefully you guys can see this in these two. Okay, so I'm gonna hold these two bottom plates right next to each other. Okay, the reason why I want you guys to take a look at the bottom plate. As you can see, the black one doesn't have that much of a lip. It's kind of straight on the ceramic. Where this one has that little lip right there and it doesn't come up as much. So I feel like the metal should have came up just a little bit higher because that's really where you're snagging. Make sure the sections are small enough that you're only, like all your hair is gonna be on the plate. So all your hair should be on that plate. If your hair is on the edge, it's gonna snag your hair. All your hair should be on that plate and then you run it through. It's really not that complicated. The scissoring effect, okay, I thought it was strange, I thought it was weird. I get it now. I think the reason why it has that scissoring effect is because if it came flat down, this wouldn't have such of a curve as it does because this kind of curves over. That little curvatry, people say is what's pulling your hair. Reality, it's not. It's just like I mentioned on the plates aren't high enough and your hair, if it's over the edges, it's getting dragged out on that. So that's why it's pulling your hair. So grab smaller pieces. Okay, so that was the one thing, is that it does pull your hair. You do have to be mindful of which side. So when I was doing my hair on this side and then went over to do it on this side, I had to flip it. The curved side is out. So since this is what I want near my scalp, because I want to get as close as possible. So I want this like this. And when I went over here to do this side, the curve is blocking it from touching or getting close. So I had to flip this to do this side. Talking about curling it after, again, I'm gonna go over really quickly how to curve it. So again, take small pieces. You're gonna put the thumb side on the lidded side like it tells you to. Come on in here, turn it, and pull it out. And voila. And if you do this to your entire head in smaller pieces, you can get a really good curl. So your thumb again on the light, grab your hair, curl it in, and make sure you're running straight against the hair. That's what gives you a spiral curl. So if that's what you're looking for, is those spiros, that's how you're gonna get them. And you would just go through your whole head doing this. It doesn't take long, I would assume. It would only take a few minutes because you only pass through once. I personally don't feel like curls today, so I'm gonna get rid of this little curl that's going on and go on with my day. Does the Thyme flat iron curler, whatever it is, does it suck? No, this does not suck. The Thyme flat iron is actually really nice to use. The titanium plates are very hot. They do get very hot. 400 degrees is very hot. Okay, so the shape of this works for me because I will take a small piece like this and I will put it in and I will drag it straight and it straightens my hair. Again, look at that, straight in seconds. So you can go from curls to straight hair in seconds. I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. I'm gonna say it doesn't suck. This is something that I will use. It's gonna replace my old flat iron. I like the fact that it curls very simple. I like the curve because it kind of holds your hair where you want it to be. Yes, it can pull if I put too much hair in it. It can pull if my hair is too close to the edges. But I think that the product is actually a pretty good product. But I'm gonna say the Thyme flat iron does not suck. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, go ahead and subscribe and I'll see you guys around. So I'm gonna get out of here now. Peace out.